What's up, everybody? Derek Harper here. Today I want to talk about building credit. So you find yourself in a situation where credit is now an issue, right? Maybe you're trying to buy a home or a vehicle, or maybe take out a loan for some reason, business or otherwise, and you find out the hard way that you simply do not qualify. Now, I know for a fact that there are people out there who have worked 10, 15, even 20 years climbing the ladder within their job to gain a certain position, only to be told that they do not qualify for this position, not because they lack the talent and the skills to qualify, but because they are not credit worthy. Think about that. So you check your credit report and you see some items on there that have been chewing away at your credit score for years. So obviously there's a repair in order. You go through a credit restoration process, you get some items removed, you see an increase in your score, but it doesn't quite bring you to where you need to be. So what's the problem, right? And what's the solution? Now, the problem is that credit restoration is only half the battle. All right, getting items removed from your credit report is meant to rectify some of the mistakes made by you in the past. And make no mistake, if it's on your credit report, 9 times out of 10, it's because of a decision that you made. Now, that's not a reason to be ashamed, right? After all, most of us learn about credit through trial and error. It's not like this is something that's commonly taught in school as part of curriculum. So what's the solution? Well, the solution will be building your credit with positive trade line, right? Now, trade line is any account being reported on your credit report. When these accounts are taken care of appropriately, they're reported as positive trade line. And of course, if you have a history of paying your bills and your debts late or not at all, then that will reflect negatively on your credit report. So the goal is to create a history of positive trade line month after month to not only increase your credit score, but also so that anyone checking your credit report to qualify you for any reason at all will see a history of a responsible consumer, making you low risk to do business with. So firstly, right, you want to understand the 5 elements that make up your credit. All right, these elements are payment history, debt and how much you owe, the length of your credit history, the type of credit you have, and any new credit. Now, I'm going to do another video breaking these elements down individually, but for the sake of this video, I want to say that understanding exactly what your credit is made up of goes a long way to not only helping you build your credit, but also maintaining your credit score going forward. You'll save yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of a lifetime just by simply understanding the mistakes that you've made in the past and how to avoid them going forward. And knowing exactly what your credit is the biggest step to making that happen. Now, when you're trying to rebuild your credit, the biggest and best advice I can give is the most obvious, right? Which is to pay your bills on time. Late payments are the biggest reason behind low credit scores. So it's safe to say that paying these bills on time will go a long way to building your credit score all the way up to perfect, which is an 850, by the way. That's what we all want. Now, also, you do not have to be afraid of credit cards. In fact, it's encouraged to have multiple cards to use as tools to pay off some of these bills, effectively building your credit faster. You just have to always remember never to use more than 30% of your credit limit. So if you have $1,000 credit limit, never spend more than $300, if that makes any sense. Now, also, another fun little trick or tip when paying off your credit bills, if you're in need of a quick boost to your credit score, you should pay off those bills 15 days, pay half the bill 15 days before the due date, and then the rest 3 days before the remaining due date. This will trick the system into thinking that you've made 2 payments on your credit card. And once reported to the credit bureaus, you get a nice increase to your credit score. Now, lastly, for those who rent responsibly, there's a system in place that allows you to report up to the past 2 years of your rental history to the credit bureaus as positive trade line for a massive increase to your credit score. This program alone can very easily be the difference between being unqualified this month and closing on a home on the next month or 2, depending on the assistance that you need to your credit score. So anyone who wants information about that, feel free to send me a message or comment rent down below, and I'll get that information to you as soon as possible. All right, so there you have it. I hope this information on credit building was helpful to you. If you found some value in what you just saw, please like and share. Tag whomever you want. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is currently, in the building stages. But I plan on putting out a lot more content to help a lot more people. So once again, I'm Derek Harper. Thank you for watching.